Speech off.
Hey guys, it's me, Brittany. Okay, so, I just wanted to talk to y'all, about assuming and all that when it comes to visually impaired person. Because you're sighted, you really don't know anything unless visually impaired people. So it's not good to assume. I want to tell you guys about some experiences I had and maybe you've done, and don't feel bad if you've done it. That's not the goal of any of my videos. The goal is for you to be educated and, do per se the right thing next time. So when I first became visually impaired, I've had so many experiences where people are like, oh, you want a water? And I'm like, oh yeah. And they'll give me the water bottle and they'll take the top off, but they didn't tell me they took the top off. So I'm not thinking you took the top off. So I'll spill the water all over me, or because I don't know the top's off, I'm like grabbing it like, whatever, like I don't know the top's off. And they're like, oh my God, I'm sorry I took the top off. I'm like, oh, okay. And after a while, I'm like, do sighted people think I need help taking the top off? Oh my God. Or some sighted people, they loosen the top, but not take it all the way off. Either way, it's unnecessary. If you think that a visually impaired person needs help with that, then ask. Like, oh, you want a water? And then I say, oh yeah. And you say, oh, you want me to take the top off? And I'm going to say, oh, no, I got it. And if the visually impaired person does, they're going to say, oh yeah, please, can you? It's like, if you're giving us something that you think we might need help with, just ask instead of just doing it and giving it to us. And if you do it and then give it to us, tell us you did it. Because, hello, how are we going to know until we grab it and then it's like a total disaster? Yeah. Or, opening a soda, whatever the case may be. I think it's better to ask if the visually impaired wants that done rather than do it. And there's other stuff too. I'm probably not going to hit on everything. And by all means, any visually impaired people, shout out to y'all. If y'all is watching, please comment other stuff that, sighted people assume we need help with and we don't. But, a lot of sighted people assume that we can't text. And it's like, yeah, actually we can text. I'm gonna do a video about how we do stuff, like how we use our phone, how we text, how we use the computer. Because I remember one time some guy was like, you talk into everything anyways. Like, when you're using your computer, you talking to it the whole time anyways. And I'm like, okay, no, I don't. I don't talk into my computer. My computer is speaking to me, and I had to learn a whole damn screen reader system called JAWS, G-A-W-S, it's the acronym. But I had to learn a whole damn screen reader, and no, I don't talk into it. No, that's not what we do. But yeah, I'll do a video about what JAWS is too. I mean, I really want you guys to jump into the world of a visually impaired person, because at least you knowing is better than you not knowing and not living it. Because sighted people's assumption of visually impaired people is getting out of hand. But yeah, some sighted people think, oh, we can't clean, or we don't know how to clean, or we can't cook and we don't know how to cook. And that's not true. I live by myself and I cook and I clean all by myself, and I don't have any help. So, it's just all about the person. Some visually impaired people do not have independent living skills, but that doesn't mean they can't get them, So it's not a thing for visually impaired people not to know how to do certain things. It's just a matter of, have they been taught? Has anyone cared to teach them? And do they want to learn? Some visually impaired people probably don't want to cook or clean. Shit, just like sighted people. Some sighted people I know don't cook. I'm like, you're kidding me. But it's all depends on the person. So, like I said, any visually impaired people out there, shout out to y'all. Y'all could put some more stuff in the comments. Those were just some simple ones that I experienced, or like putting my seatbelt on in the car. You know, some people automatically think they need to help me, and it's like, okay, no, you need to back up, okay, because you're in my personal space. I don't need help with the seatbelt. I got it. Shit. And you're just trying to be helpful. I know that, but I don't like that. Just back it up. Or when some people like, oh, you know, visually impaired people, they can't take the stairs. Oh, the stairs is too dangerous. We're just gonna take the elevator. You don't have to take the elevator. You can ask the visually impaired person, oh, do you want to take the stairs or the elevator? Some might say the stairs. I take the stairs all the time. People are so scared for me to go down the stairs, up the stairs. I walk down the stairs like I can see, but that's just because I'm holding on to the rail so I feel secure. It's not because I can see. And when I tell you, sighted people are more scared for me going down the stairs than I am, I'm not playing. And you know, like one time I was leaving my house and I told my mama, oh, it's raining. And she said, okay, you need to be very careful going up and down your stairs. I said, mommy, okay, listen to me. I'm the one that can't see. Don't you think I'm scared too? I'm being cautious. How y'all think y'all more cautious than the person that can't see? I mean, we don't want to fall either. Hello. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And anytime you think a visually impaired needs help, just ask them first. Like a lot of times when I'm going to my trash can, some of my neighbors be like, oh, you want me to take that for you? And sometimes I'm like, oh yeah. But one time I was already at the dumpster and some lady screaming way across the way. And she's like, hey ma'am, do you need help? But I'm already at the dumpster. So I'm like, oh no, I'm fine. I don't need help if I'm already at the dumpster, but if I'm on my way to the dumpster and you offering a course, I'm gonna be like, hell yeah, shit. But I would do that if I could see. Hello. So yeah, just little stuff like that. Keep it in mind. If you're not sure, just ask. That's all you gotta do. And if you feel like it's rude or offensive, just say, can I ask you a personal question? Or I don't mean to be rude or offensive. I just really don't know. Can you do, and then just ask. Now, you have to be prepared because every visually impaired person is not the same. And a lot of visually impaired people have bad attitudes. But that is not because they're visually impaired. That's just how people are, right? Some sighted people have bad attitudes too. It's not a visually impaired person thing. But what I'm saying is, if they get offended or whatever and you tried your best not to be offensive, that's on them. So all you can do is ask. And you know, if you meet a visually impaired person like me with a good attitude, ask away. Seriously. So if you have a tsunami in your life, don't let it swallow you. Just keep swimming. See y'all later.